I'm one of the youth pastors here at Cuyahoga Valley Church, and I wanted to create this quick video just to give you some updated details about Collide Fall Retreat happening this weekend at Kalahari Indoor Water Park. The first thing I want to address is the schedule. There has been a bit of confusion. I'll take responsibility for that. Early on in our planning process, because of NEOEA weekend, we thought it would be really fun to leave early and get a little more time in the water park because most of the kids don't have school. However, what came to our attention is that there are a lot of students who actually do have school because of private schools or homeschooling or other situations that cause them not to be able to get out of school. Therefore, we've moved things back a little bit to accommodate those students. So as it stands right now, the current schedule for this Friday is as follows. We will meet here for check-in at 2 o'clock, and then we will try to get out of here, loaded up onto the buses, and gone by 3 o'clock. We hope that that fits your schedule a little bit better. If your student does have school, we would just ask maybe take them out of school a little bit early so they can be here. Moving the leave time back hopefully helps most of you, but if you still have an issue, just pop them out of school a little bit early. They'll be okay with that. I'm sure their teachers won't mind either because it's a Friday. So here's just a few things as it relates to the weekend. So we'll go to Kalahari. Everybody is divided up into these suites that we have. So these suites have one main room that has a living area, has a kitchen, and then also has a bedroom. And then there are two hotel style rooms on either side, and they're all interconnected. So there's two beds in this room, two beds in this room, and then one bedroom in the center room, along with a pull-out sofa bed if necessary. And so up to 13 people can sleep in those areas. I don't think we're going to max out any of those. But nonetheless, that's kind of the accommodations, and we have at least 2 adults in each of those suites to kind of oversee those students. So they're separated by grade and gender. So the 6th grade boys have a suite, the 7th grade boys have a suite, the 8th grade girls have a suite, and on and on and on. If you have any other questions about those arrangements, please feel free to let us know. We'll get checked into Kalahari, get set up, and then we're going to head right down to the water park to enjoy a couple hours of fun before we come back up around 7:30, have dinner, and do our Bible study for that evening. One of the things I want to note about the sleeping arrangements is because we aren't in cabins where they're like single bunk beds, and we are in hotel rooms, there are queen size beds, and so we ask that every student bring pajamas because it is going to be 2 guys or 2 girls to a bed. If you're not comfortable with that, then we would encourage your student to bring a sleeping bag, and they will have to sleep on the floor. So that's kind of the arrangement. Just so that you know, we will not have any leaders sleeping in beds with students. Leaders will sleep on the floor or out in the main area on the pull-out sofa. So that's how that arrangement is set up. Also, each of those areas have their own bathroom. That night, we'll just kind of hang out after our Bible study time. The next morning, we'll get up. There's some time for quiet time, for breakfast, and then we'll do another time of Bible study. We'll be studying through Colossians. At that point, we have to check out of the hotel. So we're going to pack all of our stuff up. We're going to put it in the trailer to leave, but then we're going to have every student bring like a Walmart bag or like a shopping plastic bag and keep a change of clothes in there. We'll go to the water park. We'll have a great time throughout the afternoon. When it's time to leave, they can go into the locker rooms and change into their dry clothes, and then we'll head out. So that's kind of our schedule. On the way back, we're going to stop in the Lorain County Metro Parks at a pavilion there and have dinner. And then we'll meet you guys back at CVC at 7 o'clock on Saturday evening. Again, check-in time is at 2 o'clock. We're going to leave CVC at 3 on Friday. We'll be back at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Just a few items to note really quick. First, students are responsible to pay for their own lunch on Saturday afternoon. It's going to be easiest and most efficient to do it that way. We have talked to Kalahari. The menu pricing at their little kind of restaurant stand there is between $10 and $15. And so that's what we're asking everyone to bring $10 and $15. And here's what we'd like you to do. Instead of giving it to your son or daughter, if you would bring it in a white envelope, or if you want to get cute and have a flowery envelope, I guess you can. But put it in a white envelope, have their name, and then have their grade and gender. So like Giovanni Capone would write, Giovanni Capone, 7th grade boys. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put all those 7th grade boys' envelope into one big envelope and give it to the leader. That way they're not running around the park and trying to, put money in their bathing suits. We're going to have the leaders hold their money. We had some money, go down water slides last year, and so we don't want that to happen. So that's what we're going to ask you to do with the money. While the water park and the hotel both have towels, it tends to be a little bit easier if every student just brings a towel. So if you would bring a beach towel for the water park, that would be fantastic. Note to the ladies, what we require at all of our events is that you either wear a one-piece or a two-piece with a colored t-shirt on top. We try not to be overly dogmatic, but we also want to exemplify purity and modesty in our dress for our ladies. So if you would please do that. Finally, just a reminder, if you would pack that plastic bag like previous, put it in their suitcase already packed. So here's your clothes for Saturday, Johnny, pants, underwear, socks, whatever, in the bag. It's ready to go so that they can just grab that out when they head out to the water park on Saturday afternoon. I think that covers everything. There's a lot in there. But if you have any questions at all, please feel free to talk to our office this week. The easiest way is to just email me. It's jvalenti, JVALENTI, at cvconline.org. I can answer any of your questions, or you can feel free to give us a call in the office. It's 440-746-0404, and just ask for somebody in the youth wing. I think that covers it. We will see you Friday afternoon.